So what is the market opportunity for PressCoin? Let's take one part of the PressCoin ecosystem, which is going to address digital advertising. Because in the end, it is not wrong for corporates or NGOs or startups or anyone in the world really to want to promote something. It is just how and in what qualitative and quantitative ways we allow that to happen to ourselves. So, in this new world that we're talking about within PressCoin, which is a moderated set of platforms that all serve very specific purposes, unlike Facebook, for example, which is a wonderful platform and has no specific purpose. We all hang out there to just hang out and share and so on. So there's no specific purpose. It's all purpose, right? But an example of Insurge is a platform that's meant for those that are seeking understanding and discourse about news and who want to understand the complexities of our universe. It is not an attempt to try and fight fake news, for instance, or any of those things. It is simply a purpose built platform for what I just described, a place for people to find commonality and understand the perceived differences and understand the complexities in our universe and figure out, not just from an intellectual perspective, but also from an action perspective, what one can do about it, right? And who to do it with, and to find those people around the world and to contribute to constructive, positive change in a meaningful, actionable way. In this island of sanity that we call Insurge Intelligence, because it's a community of people that self moderate themselves to not allow this to be a wild, open internet, which it is. It's open to everybody, but it's not wild. It is very much a reputation driven system that anyone can go through and contribute, and it's a participatory democracy, and it respects contribution in that sense. And what is contribution? It is measured by the people again. So that's the nature of platforms that we are creating within the PressCoin ecosystem. And let's get back to digital advertising in this new world. You know, to access somebody that's on Insurge and have a promoted conversation is going to be an expensive proposition, and rightly so, because this is a certain type of community that is valuable to certain types of interests, and it's a self-selecting mechanism. It's a and so it's a very different type of conversation that you have when you talk about so-called marketing, or you talk about all of these things, compared to, let's say, today's market, which is all CPM driven or CPC driven, and it's just a question of rectangles that are shown to people flashing through, mostly ad blocked. And that world is not the world that has produced constructive platforms so far in general. And that's okay, because we all need to hang out and be ourselves most of the time. But when we do need to find that what should I be doing, and how do I understand the world around me, and how do I find other people that are seeking this type of discourse, then those platforms should also exist. And in those platforms, this digital marketing revenue is at least 2 orders of magnitude higher than what something like a Facebook or a Twitter can charge.